Hi, my name is Tom Haddigan. This is my recent creation, a YouTube program dedicated to mixed martial arts. I am previewing UFC 308, which features the featherweight champion, Ilia Topuria, against one of the ex-champions, Max Holloway. So let's find out a little bit about the fighters, their background, their skill sets, etc., etc. So Ilia Topuria is a Georgian-Spanish mixed martial artist who competes in the featherweight division. He was born on the 21st of January 1997 in Holloway in Germany, which means, of course, he has a German nationality. Although he moved to Georgia at a young age and later to Spain. He identifies as being Georgian-Spanish, but in actual fact he was born in Germany. He is known for his impressive grappling skills. He has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Early career. He started his professional career in 2015. He quickly made a name for himself in the Spanish regional scene. When he entered the Spanish regional scene, he secured 4 straight submissions in a row. In 2018, he moved further afield and he started competing in Cage MMA in Finland and Brave Combat Federation MMA. But he joined the UFC, which is considered to be the preeminent mixed martial arts organization. And he has remained undefeated with notable victories over fighters like Josh Emmett and Alexander Volkanovski. Both of those are above very good fighters. Even though Josh Emmett has never held a title, he's always been as a solid professional. Volkanovski, he's one of the world's great mixed martial artists. It's very much a feather in Topuria's cap that he actually won the title from Volkanovski. As of July 2024, he is the UFC champion, featherweight champion, and ranked number 4 in the UFC men's pound for pounds ranking. What about his skill set? Okay, striking. Topuria is known for his powerful and technical boxing. He prefers a boxing-based stand-up game with crisp, technical punches and effective combinations. He has a formidable, very powerful jab. He's also skilled at grappling. He holds a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and has a strong grappling game. He is proficient in submissions with a high submission average per fight. He also has very advanced grappling skills. He can also control his opponent on the ground. Takedown defense, this is very impressive. Topuria has an impressive takedown defense rate of 93%, meaning his opponents find it very difficult to take him down. He's versatile. He's versatile both in his striking and his grappling, making him a well-rounded fighter capable of adapting to different opponents. Now, who's he beaten? Okay, well, the obvious and the outstanding one is color-coded yellow. The Volk, Alexander Volkanovski. He won the featherweight title by defeating Alexander Volkanovski February the 17th, 2024. He was given the Performance of the Night award. That's a feather in anyone's cap. But let's see some of the other people that he's actually beaten. As I said, Josh Emmett is a grounded and a very, very proficient mixed martial artist. He defeated Josh Emmett by landing 152 significant strikes compared to Emmett's 87. That's quite a difference, 152 to 87. Now, Bryce Mitchell is an up-and-coming MMA practitioner. He's actually a good mixed martial artist. Topuria was able to secure a submission victory over Bryce Mitchell with an arm triangle choke. He also has victories over Jai Herbert, victories over Ryan Hall. These victories highlight Topuria's versatility and effectiveness in both striking and grappling, making him a formidable opponent in the featherweight division. Now, Max Holloway, this is the ex-champion. Now, just to put things into perspective, one of Max's recent victories was over Justin Gaethje. Now, anyone who can beat Justin Gaethje and anyone who can beat Brian Ortega is a world-class mixed martial artist. He may be an ex-champion, but anyone with those 2 scalps, to his credit, is still a very formidable opponent. Let's find out about Max Holloway. Born on December the 4th, 1991 in Honolulu, Hawaii. Max is an American mixed martial artist competing in the featherweight and lightweight divisions of the UFC. He's known for his striking ability and resilience. He started MMA in 2010. He debuted in the UFC in 2012 at the age of 20, the youngest MMA artist on the roster. He beat an absolute legend to win his original featherweight crown. This is the one that he'd like to regain. Jose Aldo, when he was beaten by Max Holloway, had an immense record. He'd only lost, I think, once in 10 years. That to Conor McGregor. Notable fights. Holloway has fought and defeated many top fighters, including ex-world champion Anthony Pettis, Brian Ortega, world-class ex-world champion Frankie Edgar. As of October 2024, he's ranked number 2 in the UFC featherweight rankings and number 11 in the UFC men's pound-per-pound rankings. Now, his skill set is quite remarkable. He has this striking ability. In terms of its volume and accuracy, it's quite overwhelming. He lands an average 7.17 significant strikes per minute, and he has an accuracy of about 48%. He also has fluid combinations of flying and spinning kicks, knees, and elbows. He doesn't have the endurance, the cardiac endurance, and the capabilities of Merab Dvalishvili, but he has his own high level of cardiac resources. He's known for his exceptional cardio, allowing him to maintain a high pace throughout the fight. His endurance enables him to outlast opponents in long, grueling matches. He has an amazing takedown defense. Holloway has a solid takedown defense rate of 84%. That's very, very high. He's very adaptable. He can switch between striking and grappling. That showcases his versatility. This is a picture of Max winning the BMF belt by beating Justin Gaethje. And as I said, Justin Gaethje is a world-class mixed martial artist. Anybody that can beat Justin Gaethje is a world-class competitor. Max Holloway is a world-class competitor. Now let's see who he's beaten. This is an amazing roster. He's beaten a guy who was almost unbeatable for 10 years, Jose Aldo. He's beaten him twice. He's beaten another great champion, not the same order as Jose Aldo, but quite a competitor. At his peak, Pettis was a handful for anybody. He's beaten Brian Ortega, who is an outstanding mixed martial artist. He's beating Frankie Edgar, who was a world champion, and outstanding. So world champion 1, Aldo. World champion 2, Pettis. World champion 3, Edgar. He also very recently, maybe 2 fights ago, beat Calvin Kattar. Kattar is a very formidable, competent mixed martial artist. Holloway beat him rather easily with a record 445 significant strikes. Yair Rodriguez is an up-and-coming, very competent mixed martial artist. Max beat him. It was a hard-fought unanimous decision in the end, but it was a hard contest. Max also beat Chan Sung Jung. And as I said, this is the big, big victory. April the 13th, 6 months ago, he beats Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is world-class. The fact that you have a Max Holloway celebrating victory and Gaethje on the floor shows you just how tough this guy is. He comes over as a rather kindly, idiosyncratic individual. He's an interesting speaker, not a smooth hype merchant. He comes over as a very pleasant, entertaining mixed martial artist. That belies the fact he is a ferocious mixed martial artist. Enormous versatility and endurance.